Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. And the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the country is honored to be home to a state-of-the-art WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicines. 51 health units from Nagaland awarded with Clean Hospital Initiative under Kayakalp Scheme. Earth Hour to be observed from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight to raise awareness about climate change. And India emerges winner of the second edition of South Asian Cross Country Championship 2022 held at Kohima. As we start the bulletin, we appeal our listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 by following these 4 simple steps. Get fully vaccinated, wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the country is honored to be home to a state-of-the-art WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine. In a series of tweets today, Modi said Indian traditional medicines and wellness practices are very popular globally. He said this WHO center will go a long way in enhancing wellness in our society. He added that the center will contribute towards making a healthier planet and leveraging our rich traditional practices for global good. In another tweet, the Prime Minister lauded the efforts of Indian Embassy in Doha for organizing yoga lessons for 114 nationalities at Doha in Qatar. He said yoga is uniting the world in pursuit of good health and wellness. WHO and the government have agreed to establish WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine to maximize the potential of traditional medicines through modern science and technology. 51 health units from across the districts of Nagaland were awarded with Clean Hospital Initiative under Kayakalp Scheme for the year 2020-21. The awards were distributed by Minister of Health and Family Welfare S. Pangyapom at Kohima today, lauding the team members of the 51 health units for their commendable job. Bangyu made an appeal to all working under the umbrella of health sector to continue working relentlessly towards the betterment of the public health service. He said since 2015 till 2019, around 150 hospitals in the state have been felicitated under this initiative. To this, the health minister said the health units have further improved the infrastructure, logistics and the surroundings so as to create an enabling environment for the beneficiaries as well as provide quality health care. He also appealed to the community for their continued support towards the medical department as health is everyone's concern. The minister further urged all towards improving the state's health scenario so that one day it can become a model for other states to emulate. District Hospital Pek received the Best District Hospital and was awarded with 25 lakh rupees. Kimi Fepe in Kohima bagged the Best Primary Health Center with 2 lakh rupees, and Longmisa in Mukukchung received the Best Health Wellness Center with 1 lakh rupees. Earth Hour will be observed from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight. It is the world's largest grassroots movement for the environment where people around the globe unite to take a stand against climate change by turning off non-essential lights for 1 hour. Starting out as a symbolic Lights Out event in Sydney in 2007, it has come to be observed every year on the last Saturday of March in more than 180 countries, uniting millions of people in the effort to decarbonize the planet both collectively and individually. The theme for this year's global event is Shape Our Future, highlighting our collective responsibility towards the environment. Defence Ministry has approved setting up of 21 new Sainik schools in partnership with NGOs, private schools and state governments. These schools will be set up in the initial round by the government's initiative in setting up 100 new Sainik schools across the country in partnership mode. They will be distinct from the existing Sainik schools. These new Sainik schools, besides their affiliation to respective education boards, will function under the aegis of Sainik School Society and will follow the rules and regulations for new Sainik schools in partnership mode prescribed by the society. The ministry said entry to new Sainik school button in these schools will be at Class 6 level only. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Today is the second anniversary of announcement of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. In the wake of economic disruptions caused by the unprecedented outbreak of COVID-19 in the country, the government on this day in March 2020 had announced the distribution of additional free-of-cost food grains to about 80 crore National Food Security Act beneficiaries at a scale of 5 kg per person per month under the scheme. This is over and above the regular monthly entitlements of their ration cards so that the poor, the needy and the vulnerable households and beneficiaries do not suffer on account of the non-availability of adequate food grains during the time of economic crisis. Nagaland Health Department said the sample positivity rate in the state has now remained below 5% for the past 5 weeks. In its weekly COVID Bulletin issued this evening, it said 11 new cases were detected from 2,159 samples with a weekly sample positivity rate of 0.5%. The report also said that no COVID-19 deaths were reported from 19 to 25th of March. However, 2 new admissions have been reported from COVID-19 hospitals. The department further said more than 15.76 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered across all age groups, including 667 doses among 12 to 14-year-old children. Meanwhile, the state reported 0 cases of COVID-19 and deaths today, while 2 recovered cases were registered from Dimapur. With this, the tallies of recovered cases have been added to 33,210, and confirmed COVID-19 cases remained at 35,470. The state's active cases stand at 18. International flights to and from India will resume from midnight tonight. The flight operations are going to restart after a gap of 2 years. The Civil Aviation Ministry had suspended the regular international flights in March 2020 in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the ministry, international operations shall be subject to strict adherence to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare guidelines for international travel. Airport Authority of India has said that it has revised its existing COVID-19 guidelines concerned with international operations. According to the revised guidelines, the restriction of keeping 3 seats vacant on international flights is removed. The requirement of a complete PPE kit for crew members also stands removed. The bat-down search conducted by the security personnel at the airport is reintroduced. Wearing masks at the airport or aircraft should still be continued. India emerged as winner of the second edition of South Asian Athletics Federation Cross-Country Championships 2022 held at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima today. Indian team, both men and women, respectively registered their win in the 10-kilometer event, while Sri Lankan team took the second position, followed by Nepal in the third position. In 8-kilometer event, under 20 category for boys and 6-kilometer for under 20 girls, Indian team took the first position, followed by Sri Lankan team. In the 56th National Cross Country Championships, Service Sports Control Board backed the first position in 10-kilometer event for men, while Railway Sports Promotion Board emerged the winner in 10-kilometer event for women. Nagaland women's team also took the third position in the 10-kilometer event. Under 20 categories, Uttar Pradesh boys team took the first position in 8-kilometer event, while girls team from Maharashtra backed the first in 6-kilometer event. The championships were hosted by the Nagaland Athletics Association under the aegis of Athletics Federation of India. Chief Minister Nipirio has congratulated all the winners and extended best wishes to all the athletes for future endeavours. Stating that Nagaland is honoured to host the championships, Rio said it is a recognition of the state's potential in sports. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the country is honoured to be home to a state-of-the-art WHO Global Centre for Traditional Medicine. 51 health units from Nagaland awarded with Clean Hospital Initiative under Kayakalp Scheme. Earth Hour to be observed from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight to raise awareness about climate change. And India emerges winner of the second edition of South Asian Cross Country Championship 2022 held at Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.